things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Vols will kick it off to get us underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will get first crack at it here. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, this guy's exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think
he's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
If you're on defense in this one, you've had a good play, you swat that pass away, but you better turn the page and get ready for it because it's probably coming again. You're going up against one of the top 10 passing offenses in the country.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rush is on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this thing.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Volunteers offense will go to work for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game?
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. I'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. midfield. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll move the tight end. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. The give out of the gun. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
It's caught. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he makes the catch.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's got his man. There he goes. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Grabbed in the middle, it's Carney. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry up. Tight end now in motion. The give to Davis. Makes it past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great Vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses.
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown Vols! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 14 to Baylor. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. Hit as he throws. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finding open areas. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off. Good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Firing toward the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how
it's a seam wide open, and they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The running back has it. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Dropping back, it's Nolan. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's first. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Volunteers will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the pressure. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Back up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. Gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Pressure coming. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Red pass hits complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Vols will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Owls.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far.
And the Owls will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ellis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical.
Turning on the Jets. He's at the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The give from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Buys a little extra time. Touchdown, Tennessee! And that one will give them the lead.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic has at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Owls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Under fire. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. And the Owls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless. He's going for the goal line. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right?
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Trying play action. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. There he goes. He smashes his way through again. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Bringing the heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Carney. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab on the shot. Oh, he got loose. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Hauls it in. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So we open the final period with a third down play. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Touchdown Volunteers. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Army dazzled today in just about every phase of the game. And for an institution that's turned out 5-star generals and U.S. presidents, I think they may have their next great leader there at West Point. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to fire on second down. Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. He'll keep it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Sweet cut there. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here is the Tennessee offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
And the ball's moving quickly to the line. They'll ride Davis here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's got his man across the middle. Put him right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Rush is on him. He'll pull it down and run.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Off play action on first down. Headed to the end zone.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Volunteers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Oh, they're after him. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
but you can't turn the football over. You've got a guaranteed field goal, tie game, late in the game. Man, those are going to be backbreakers, killers, whatever adjective you want to throw in there. Not bright.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, this quarterback has had a little bit of success running so far in this game. That time on the option play, nowhere to go, though. Defense, they were in position. They tackled him for a loss.
Looking left. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
To the air. It's Nolan. Fires to the middle. Got a wide open receiver. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Vols didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it. Touchdown ball. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they